Hi there, Jennifer Main here. I just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk to you about the fundamentals of conscious boundaries. And I know we talk about boundaries a lot. People say that they're necessary, but we don't often know what that means. We don't know what they look like, what they feel like, how to apply them. And this is definitely something that is a process. It's something that we learn as we grow, as we age, as we experience new relationships, have new dynamics come into play. And so I just wanted to break down the very basics of it just to give you an idea of the way things usually unfold when people are learning how to set boundaries. So for most people, they start off having either really terrible boundaries. They feel like they allow people to walk all over them. They don't know how to say no. They describe themselves as people pleasers. Yeah, they just don't know what it is to have themselves at the center of their own lives. So for people who are really lacking in boundaries who have a history of not understanding them and not setting them, the first step is always learning to say no. And I know that's a hard first for a lot of people. That can feel very scary, especially if no is not something you're used to saying, whether it's physically in conversation or energetically or physically. But ultimately, it's a big step and it's a necessary first, because if your energy, if your space, if your time, if your schedule is so full of other people's needs, wants, desires, their priorities, then you're too full to assess what needs to happen in your life. It's too full for you to really get a clear understanding of what's healthy and what's not healthy. So anytime people say to me, I don't have the time to do this, I don't have the time to meditate, I don't have the time to eat well, I don't have the time to, go on a walk. These are always the signs that they are not saying no and that they need to learn how to do that. Because what happens is when you start to say no to the things that don't align, then you start to create a spaciousness within you. And you actually need that spaciousness to assess, to breathe, so your nervous system can calm down, your body can calm, your mind can calm. And then you can really start to get some clarity. So a good thing to do is to start small. Start with the things that you know drive you crazy, the things that distract you, that kind of pull you out of the present moment. One of the things that I did years ago was I turned off all the notifications on my phone. And it made a massive difference for me, and for a lot of reasons. One, that little red light pops up and you feel like you immediately have to respond. We're in a very technology driven world where everything is so fast, and so we get caught up in that energy of, oh, it came to me instantly, so I have to respond instantly. So I found I was responding to people, I was emailing people in line at the grocery store or running for a bus, and I wasn't really giving them the time and the attention that they deserved. They'd taken the time to message me. It felt more aligned for me to not get caught up in that immediate react. So I took the notifications off my phone, and now I check my email and my messages when I know I've got some time to sit and honor the person that sent them, honor the content that's there, and actually respond in a way that's really healthy and aligned. So that's just one very small thing that had a massive impact in my life. And when you look at that, you can start to recognize how, it looks like, oh, it's just notifications, but actually it's this bigger theme in my life. It's this bigger picture of feeling like I have to respond to people so quickly, of feeling like I have to be at their beck and call, things along those lines. So I would really encourage you to just look at what's going on in your life and say, what are the easy, obvious no's? So I'm going to give you some time with that, and I'll be back with another video for the next step, which is finding your yes.